What's up, peoples? How you doing? It is a great day, and I'm so excited to have my next guest on the show. You know, he is amazing. He's got new music out. He's doing all kinds of different things, and he's like making me jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, his energy, his music, never mind. It's just okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get Shawn on the show. What's up, Shawn? How
Hi,
are
guys.
you?
I'm so good.
Hey.
So nice to see you again. It's a lovely thing to
Yeah.
hear your energy and your voice and see those pearly teeth. Well, I love those things.
Thank you so much. So tell everybody about yourself, Shawn.
So I am Shawn, and most people are always usually just themselves, right? And me being myself. Let's see. I grew up a lifeguard, and I taught kids how to swim. I had to be a four-sport letterman in school because my dad thought it was a cool thing to be like Johnny Weissmuller, who was the very first Tarzan, and he had 4 letters. So football, baseball, track, and swimming. I went through this whole thing that kind of taught me how to be, I guess, a positive, inspirational to even to my own self person on earth, which allows you to believe that, guess what, like we talked about, you're one grand slam away from anything you're trying to achieve. So if you have that mentality that you're ready and willing to go like a samurai, right? You never know when you have to go into battle, but you're always prepared. That things start kind of falling into place after that. And now, then I became a model. And then I became a musician a little bit later in life, but it was something that I love and wanted to do. Like I said, my wife wanted to learn guitar. So we went to Guitar Center, met a kid, and it ended up being me that became the musician, and she became a trial lawyer. And that was 31 years ago now. Well, the relationship's 31 years old this 4th of July.
Oh, well, congratulations. Oh,
Right?
wow. Wow. Okay,
So
so
we've hit our
music.
30s as a relationship.
Right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so music. You have been doing so many different wonderful things. Tell me about the music. I need to hear. I need to hear.
Right. So today, interestingly enough, I got caught off guard. I thought it was 3:30, you guys, California time, but it wasn't. And I got a phone call, and Yaya said, "I'm waiting for you." I said, "Oh, wait, I got 2 hours." She goes, right now. I said, "Yes, ma'am. 1 second, please." And we stopped recording, and we started coming here. So this is for a very cool thing called Broadway. And how I got that was I write music with a gentleman named Jack Timshin, who wrote 2 of the biggest Eagles tracks that are out there, Peaceful Easy Feeling and Already Gone. He also had his very first hit was Johnny Rivers, Slow Dancing, swaying to the music. That was his first hit. And then he wrote for the Eagles and with the Eagles. And so Smuggler's Blues, which is a theme to Miami Vice. Are You Gonna Stay With the One Who Loves You? You Belong to the City. A lot of songs he wrote with Glenn too. So
Oh my
that
gosh.
turned
I
into,
love those songs.
right? So one of those tracks that me and Jack wrote last year became, it's a little rainbow song, a really nice song about kids and everything. Well, his friend Kathy, who does a lot of Broadway, she produced Glengarry Glen Ross, Hair, and about probably 37 other ones, said, "Hey, I'm going to take that song and I'm going to take Peaceful Easy Feeling to Broadway." And it's a play that she's actually doing herself, which is really cool. And so then I had the idea for another song I have called 5 Grand that I wrote in Monaco. Had nothing to do with really the dance scene that I'm doing, but it had a very deep, meaning to it about what $5,000 would do and does do in different people's walks of life. And so we wrote 13 tracks telling different stories about what $5,000 does for somebody else. For somebody, it's a bottle of whatever it is. For somebody else, they live all year on it. For somebody else, it's helping them, get the insurance they needed so they could go to the hospital. So those stories are relevant to me because I think that how you use money and how you use your energy and ability really can dictate and create new avenues for people in life. And so at this point, I'm in that studio right now. You see the guitars on the back. But I really actually came from an acoustic guitar kind of guy. I listened to the OJ Spinners, Whispers, Frankie Beverly and Maze. That's how I kind of grew up with my mom being a dancer. And when I asked the guy, "Hey, can I borrow a guitar?" I learned I loved acoustic guitar. So it started with acoustic guitar. And it kind of turned into this whole other element of some of my rock and roll friends. My one buddy, Richie Ray, used to sleep under Richie Haven's board while Jimi Hendrix recorded. Jimmy has touched him 3 times. His name is Richie Ray. He's an amazing guy. Actually, all the artifacts in Michael Jackson's house, Richie got all those. He's also gets all of these crazy treasures. Everything that was in Michael's house was from Richie Ray. So
Wow.
then it turned into doing that, getting some, some airplay, really cool, kind of my style of music, the 70s and 80s, soft rock and rock. And then I was in St. Bart's on vacation, me and my wife and kid, Griffin, and then Candace is my wife, and Griffin's 10 now. And I saw these guys on this banner. Hey, could, wow, they do dance music. I wonder if I could ever do dance music. I text them through Facebook. They didn't answer me for about 6 months. And then all of a sudden they said, hey, we'd like you to do the title track to the song of the album we're going to do. And I said, what's it called? We don't know. How's the music? Well, we'll send you the music. Do you have any kind of melody ideas? No. I said, so I just go on the fly, and I never met you guys. I just go on the fly and do it. And that song ended up being a crazy great song. And then it led to bringing all my friends. We did the whole album, long story short, like I said, or longer. We got the album done. And when it hit for 2 days with all the locomotives around the world behind people, and it was just us and our social media and our just, things we had, we hit #1 for 2 days straight on France iTunes Dance. And I couldn't believe it. We took out David Guetta. We took out Avicii at the time. We took out Kungs. There was a ton of guys that were all in there. And I just, at 4 a.m, because obviously there's a time change. At 4 a.m, we were in Newport Beach at our, we usually do a family week there. We grew up in Newport at the beach with all the family. And they said, you're not going to believe this. You hit #1. And I said, whoa. So we kept going. And then we were starting to work on the next album. But me and Nico, my partner now, said, you know what, maybe we're going to do a little deeper thing, like deep electro house. And our other buddy said, cool, I'm going to do my thing. So we just said, cool, no problem. And it started. And then we started really getting into this idea of the deeper, more soulful, vibey. Although we love the other stuff, the dance and, and Donna Summery kind of stuff, lovely. But ours was, a little more, I guess, introspective, which I can be, even though I'm just outrospective. But when I'm alone, and I think I'm much more introspective to be able to be outrospective, right? I mean, if I always say, you're going to like this. So I use with my son and different kids and anybody in conversation, I say the only reason why the earth is allowed to have an environment and we can actually live and not be burned up by the sun is because we have a core, right? So within that core creates a magnetosphere that goes around Mother Earth. Now on the points, those are called the northern lights. When the sun rays get in on the points is the weakest spots, right? So those are the parts where you see the aurora borealis or the northern lights. That's the solar rays coming through. So what I tell everybody is, guess what? So do you. You have a core. And the stronger that core is, guess what? Your magnetosphere around you becomes very, very powerful. And it bounces off, deflects, reflects, all of these energies that try to tell you you can't, you shouldn't, why are you doing that, blah, 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 right? So using that, we charged forward and it just became this gigantic, beautiful energy now. And we have, again, we just hit #1 in Brazil on the biggest pop station there called Edicn, RCN. And I know you know Brazil because you did too. You did too. You hit a #1 there too. I know.
Yes, I did. Awesome. It's been many years, but yeah, I did. Wow.
So, and then also anyway, so now Radio France and our buddy Hervé Desjardins, he's the inventor of spatial audio or immersive sound, which everybody hears about now. Tell you the truth, it's been around for about 27 years. He started at Radio France. They gave him the freedom and the ability to develop it. And so he has now made us the first artists to ever be immersively recorded since one gentleman that he has, his buddy, which is Jean-Michel Jarre. And Jean-Michel Jarre, which most of us in America don't know about, I didn't know who he was. He's a French gentleman. He started actually electronic music in about 79. And he is the recorded as the most attended concert on earth, 3.5 million people in Moscow, Red Square, 1997. And he's done it 5 times. And Rod Stewart came close once. And then Metallica also came close with 1.6 million, but he holds the record. So it went from the most attended, artist out there to us. So we get it wasn't the Beatles. It was nobody. It was us. It's just crazy that we got to do that. But Nicholas, has known him since he's 9 years old. They lived in the streets of Paris and London, and they grew up and fought through life to get to where they are now. And so it was our gift from him and, to do this for us. And it just is an amazing thing to hear it in this immersive way, because he taught me there was mono and then there were 2 speakers, stereo, and soon there will only be immersive sound. Everybody will be able to hear it basically in the round, if you will. So that's where we're at today. And we're about to go to Las Vegas. We're going to break America in Las Vegas at a huge killer event called Art With Me. And that's my buddy David Graziano that created that. I did the very first music festival in Tulum with him in 2015, which was just, again, an acoustic one. And, you know, I had mentioned before that it was very interesting that the guy that played before me was Bruce Sedano and the Candyman band. And I didn't know who that was, but ends up he wrote and was married to Donna Summers and wrote Bad Girls and a lot. So it's that acoustic thing kind of does bring out a lot of songwriters and singer-songwriters, because usually you start either on a piano or, you know, some sort of a simple instrument, and the song develops from there. So we'll be there May 12th in Las Vegas at Resort World. I've never been to that place, but we're taking over the brand new $30 million park that they just built. We have 55 installations. So basically David's vision was art with me, care with me, sing with me. What's that?
May 12th?
Yeah, May 12th, 2023. So in about a month, a little less than a month, in Las Vegas at Resort World. And that's also they have that brand new park they built, which has got, we're going to do all the installations, very tall, beautiful architecture stuff that is inviting. There's an immersive energy to it with Transfix. So my idea is to marry the lighting, the immersive lighting with the immersive sound. You know, so we'll take over that, and it's just going to be an amazing show. My whole family, everybody's coming. But the idea is that it's sing with me, care with me, dance with me, you know, all these different things that he's doing, where it's caring for life. It's feeding people. It's caring for people. It's holistic. It's, you know, dancing with people. It's, you know, arting with people. So one of the installations is like a pizza. Imagine a pizza. Take one slice, and we're all going to make our own little painting, right? And then you put that slice in that slice. You put your slice in the one slice, and then it reflects around the entire pizza, and everybody's creations, art with me, right, are all going to be reflected out. So you've showing basically the Atman Brahman, and the Atman Brahman is that tattoo on me. So that means basically there's a big ocean, right, that out there, and you are a wave, I am a wave, everybody is a wave, and together we're all joined. So when anybody says we're not connected, you say, are you kidding me? Think about it. You're part of the ocean or this universe or this thing, and you're a wave in it, which unfortunately you can say whatever you want to say, but you're connected. So sorry, but we're all connected.
Yeah, definitely all connected.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. So May 12th, Las Vegas at Resort World. It's called Art With Me. You guys can go out there, I guess, right?
We will be there. Yeah, we're gonna all come out. I've got you know, if anybody wants to know, I'll give you, there's special passcodes and different things that we can use to get people there and get them informed. And then today, what happened this morning was, this is a great one. So I've been, you know, I've been working with Nico for a while. My partner he works for the Prince of Monaco's SBM at Blue Gin. And every time we go there, we, you know, have great parties. We do all these things. And it's always just Nicholas said, but, you know, our group is called End of Code. So today and the other day, so his the higher up is named Frederick Darno. And he is and was a world champion downhill snow skier. So I went at him like an athlete and said, listen, you know my energy. I've met you. I love you. Can we do this? Is there a way to get us on this bill, get us in there as End of Code so that we can show the world what we're doing and get it out? And again, this conversation, I haven't even spoken to them yet about it, but I'm telling you guys that I was able to, and this is what you got to learn, guys. It's all about why not? Why can you not do that? Why? Ask the questions. Ask everybody questions. Ask everybody the questions, because you don't know until you know. So we are going to be announced as the Friday night. So it's the GP Grand Prix. It's the biggest stage there is, Formula One in Monaco. Okay, that's the biggest stage the Grand Prix has. I've never seen one. I've been to Monaco a million times. I haven't seen a Grand Prix, but together I've heard it's the most boats, it's the most people, it's the most exciting one of them all, because that little port there can pack in all these, you know, the big crazy yachts. Everybody wants to be there. They've given us the prime spot. So the qualifier is Saturday, and then the race is Sunday, right? So you start Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are all the parties. We get Friday night, which means you got premier time, because Saturday night a lot of people probably go to bed because they want to watch the race on Sunday. So Friday night's the big one, and Sunday night's probably going to be, because after the race everybody will probably go crazy too before they got to be at work at Monday morning. But in Europe, showing up to work Monday morning is maybe you go, maybe you won't be there because it's the Grand Prix.
Right.
So we got the premier spot. We solidified that this morning in a 2-hour conversation with everybody, and they said, you know, just thank you for your energy. And how could we not do this? And that was literally something that was in my mind that I wanted to have happen. I manifested it. And the powers that be, because of who you are as a person, remember, everything that you do, your actions, everybody's watching and they're all recording it and they're all remembering it. So when you go to the next level and you want to level up, you either have a gigantic army of love and excellence behind you, or you have a whole bunch of people saying, man, I wouldn't do that with that guy because, or that girl, because, you know, they weren't really nice. They weren't friendly. They didn't have any type
Right.
of thing that they only were about themselves.
Mm,
Crazy.
I would, oh my gosh, that is just amazing. I'm so happy for you. You know, the biggest thing is that these are the things that I want to be involved in as well. And I just can't wait to immerse myself into stuff like that and just kind of go out. And I know I've gone out before, but you know, this is what I love about you. You take your music and you wrap a theme around it and then you go for it.
Truly, truly. I mean, today, I
I
don't know if
love
you saw
that.
the video, you watched the video, and I start bawling at the end. I was completely crying. It just caught me.
Oh,
And I literally, like the last couple lines that because I was ad-libbing, you know what you do that? You do like a couple runs where you're just kind of, we call it yogurt. So the French call it yogurt. So it's literally just do a yogurt, which means you could say, blah, 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 blah. You don't know what you're saying, but you're just saying
uh-huh.
anything. And a melody line comes or a top line comes. So you try a couple of them, and these ones really worked today. That really worked. Me and Ryan have been
Mm,
working on for a couple months at my house, so we had the general ideas, we had the music down, but you don't know where it's going to travel to, so you just kind of go with what it does. And usually, I just say hit record. Let's just see what
yeah.
comes out. And the second one,
Wow.
right at the end, I was like, I was trying to get the last vocal out, and I lost it completely. I was just in tears, and
Oh,
he started crying. He turned around, and we're big guys, like we're tough, not manly men, but we always like to say, like as a child, you want to be a man's man, right? You want to,
uh-huh.
Sean Connery, who I'm named after, is a man's man. Things like that. Tom Jones, and there's a bunch of different people that are in that vein. Frankie Beverly, certainly a man's man. I mean, this guy gets up there and sings, and Luther Vandross, like all these guys
Oh,
that I
oh,
loved and
yeah.
grew up listening to. All of them were
Mhm.
men's men, but we danced and we laughed at ourselves and we made fun of ourselves. And so, it came out, and it is what it is. I caught it on video. I did send it to you. It's at the very, very end
Yeah, no, I got
of
a
it.
bunch of videos, like,
Uh,
Sean sent a video, Sean sent a video, Sean sent a video, Sean sent a video.
oh
I'm
no,
like,
no,
"Oh my gosh."
everybody
I'm
talks
gonna
back
be
and forth.
putting
They
some
say,
of that out.
yeah, people
You
say to
can't
me
send me
all
a
the time,
video and
they go, hey, did you text Sean? Did you say hi to Sean? And then they say, then what happened? And they said, oh my God, about 15 months of notes just came flying at me like it was a flock of birds. And I can't help myself. I think like, oh, someone said hi, and then brrr, I just
I
shoot it,
know.
and I think, oh, they're at my speed. They'll catch that. Half of them are like, it took me 3 months to even see the top of your text.
Ah, no, it was so funny because I'm like, I know he's not sending me these thinking that I'm not gonna use these. So you guys, we're gonna be probably
Yeah,
putting some of these videos that he sent me because this is amazing. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm just so happy for you that you're going after your goals and you're going after your dreams and you're not letting anything hold you back. But I have something here that I want to share with some people. Right. You got a new number one single out and it ain't even
yeah.
out yet.
And it's not out yet. It comes out. Is today Thursday? Today's Wednesday.
Yes.
Today's
No,
Wednesday or
today's
Thursday?
Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
Today's
See, this is the
Thursday.
crazy. So it comes
Thursday.
out tonight at midnight. This is, you guys, when you're having fun and life is so abundant, I don't usually use those words because I'm not that kind of, I'm not so ethereal in that space. Limitless and boundless. If you can tell yourself every time I get up to bat, man, this one I could probably hit a home run or a grand slam and I could do it, or this time I could score the goal, or this time if you have that mindset, like I said, my book coming out is I Want the Ball. How to approach each day the way a champion approaches each play. So if you can have that mental mindset of, even, I don't care what you're doing, you could be taking out the trash, washing the dishes, playing guitar, playing with your kids, helping someone, whatever you're doing, if you give it your all, at least for that moment. I always say, they say 100%. You can't give 100% all the time. And I say, yeah, you can. For that 10%, you can give 100%. Move to the next thing. For 20% of your day, you can give 100% to that. So if you can give 100% to whatever percentage of time you're actually allocating for, I don't care if it's practicing singing, it could be practicing swimming, whatever it is. If you can give that 100% for that hour or whatever that time frame is, then you did give 100%, and you were able to take a full day and give 100% to, guess what? If it was for an hour, you got 24 hours. Each hour could have been 100% to one thing, even sleeping.
Wow. Yep, even sleeping. My gosh, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. And I know you took time out for your recording, and I know you got to go back and do some more number one songs. Number one. Okay. And send me some more videos. I love my
Oh, I
videos. I
will for
love
sure.
my videos. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the
Oh yeah,
number
yeah,
one
yes.
stuff I gotta tell you, you care about every track. You don't. It's a byproduct that you get to be lucky enough that
Exactly.
happens, and that's something that people don't understand a lot of times. Is we care about every song. You're into each one, and you can listen to it 3 months later and go, okay, not that big. But you put yourself into it each time, and each time you think, wow, okay, I love this song. So for us, we say thank you and really appreciate the fact that they become what they become. But from an artist perspective, we love them all. We have fun doing all of them. So we thank you that energy that you guys give to us allows us to have a larger platform. And as bigger, as that platform elevates, we get to do more of what we love to do. And hopefully it inspires. The whole idea is to inspire and be inspired, right? If we can
That's
do that
right.
as humanity and humans, that's the whole goal. Is whatever you're doing. I mean, I'm inspired. I watch people succeed all day long in videos or YouTube, and that makes me go, me too. You know what I mean? Because if you put that positive message in your brain, guess what? I guarantee you're going to get off the phone or stop watching the YouTube, and you will be more positive. And that's why Tony Robbins, that's why now this whole team, I've been put on the 100 billion meals challenge. And I am the ambassador for creative impact with this team. And what we're doing is Tony reached his goal in February of feeding 1 billion people. And he thought, because the Forbes 100, that guess what? If each one of those 100 guys could do this, right, then that would be 100 billion meals. So we're helping fulfill all of that, even though we're not on the Forbes 100 list. But guess what? You don't need to be, you just need to care. That's really the way it
That's
is.
right.
And Joelle Jarvis, my friend Joelle Jarvis, she is the one that I met her in Aspen when I did a show, I told you a couple weeks ago, with Run DMC to raise money for 100 billion meals. And our buddy Gary Green, really good buddy, he's the one that put me in the whole scenario to do all this. And his wife Amy hosted it. It was amazing. And we flew on, a guy named Mike's plane, which was really cool. And I said, man, I don't know if I really want to be around this energy, because I don't know what it's going to be like to be with a guy that has his own plane. But guess what? A couple days ago, he was at my house and he said, Shawn, do you remember what you thought? And I said, yeah. He goes, I'm not that guy, right? I said, absolutely not. It's my own provincial mind that thought, I didn't come from that, so maybe you're going to be a jerk. And not at all. So all of those things have now elevated into them saying, it wasn't your ideas. And I'll tell everybody this: you have great ideas. It's just the team and what you surround yourself with. So I say, surround yourself with love and excellence if you can. You can't buy love and excellence at all. It's natural. It can't be something you can't go to the grocery store and get it. And people have it and they want to help you. And it's just a matter of believing that, guess what? It's not the situation that you're in or what your idea was. It's just, you need the right team. You need to fill your field. You know what I mean? You get on the
Yeah.
baseball field or soccer, you got to fill that field with the right players that can support what you do. Because 10 pitchers on a team, you can't play a game, right? So again, it takes years and sometimes not. Some people get it the first time. Took me a little while. But you fill that team properly, and now you can go do what you do. And guess what? You get to stay in your lane and do it well, and not try to go and octopus out and do all these other things, because you're going to find yourself frustrated. You know what I mean? We all have gone through that. You find yourself going, man, if I only had this, no, it's not that. Do you and do it well. And I promise you, excellence will come and find you. You know what I mean? It has no choice. It wants to be there. And remember what I said about aware. Always work at revealing everything. AWARE. Always work at revealing everything, because a lot of people say a lot of things. So understand it, digest it. Me, I believe everybody, and believe me, it's backed up in my face a million times. But what my buddy Hanuman Das told me is, Shawn, look at that. And all these years and all those people that have done things that maybe they didn't, come through with their promise. Here's what happened. You just kept that energy going. You kept getting up and going again, because that's human nature, isn't it? I mean, we want to survive. We want to live, through all of the information that we're given and that's out there. The only thing that really is true is, who are you? Who do you want to be? And, be a good person and take that initiative in you to do the things, whether or not. I always say, I'm not waiting at the dock. I'm swimming out to the boat. There's no way I'm standing on the dock with everybody else that wants to stand on the dock. let's swim to the boat and guarantee, guess what, you're first one on the boat. And then you have the ability to, again, be boundless and limitless and be there. You get to be on board for your own life, right?
Awesome. Awesome. Yes, definitely. Wow. Wow. Well, Shawn, thank you so much for being on the show.
You said that 3 times already. I'm just kidding.
I know I'm excited. I'm
I know I
excited. I
love it
thank
because
you.
it's probably over with.
It's
It's probably
you
over
know,
with, and I'm like, oh, I know it goes quick. It goes so fast, but Shawn doesn't stop.
no, but listen, I am so excited because I want you to introduce your song.
Okay, cool. So you guys, so my name's Shawn Pereira, and my partner is Nicholas Said. Okay, we are a group called End of Code. We named that because we say, if you believe in peace, you do this. If you believe in freedom, you turn it to the side, and that's the end of code, ending all the codes we were taught to live by. I shouldn't talk to you. I live there. You can't do this. You can't do that. Yes, you can. So this is our song, Street Sugar, and it just hit #1 in Brazil on RCN, thanks to Fabio Pan, our buddy over there, the program director. And it is about actually realizing that the drug or the fix or anything you were looking for, it's you. It's actually you. And you will realize it. And once you do, you realize, wow, I didn't need the external. I needed the internal. And that will open up the world to the external. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Street Sugar. It's getting late and I still see the smoke in your eyes.